Yo, 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 what's going on at the fight world? It's your boy Money back with another one, fam. And this one here is on two big dogs in this fight game. We got Teofimo Lopez, aka the Takeover, who is a two-division world champion. He's been unified in two different divisions. Right now, he is the current WBO junior welterweight champion, one of the hottest young stars in the game. Then we have Shakur Stevenson, the undefeated three-division world champion. Shakur is the current WBC lightweight champion. He is one of the top pound-for-pound fighters, one of the most gifted fighters and most talented fighters in the game right now today. Now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls all over the world, Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez is to be rumored to be facing each other in January. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls all over the world, I'm going to say that again. Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez has agreed to face each other in January in a big-time mega showdown fight. And we know if that fight take place, it's going to be put on by Turkey Al Sheik. And it look like not Shakur, but Teofimo, trying to get his little, get back in good with Turkey. But nonetheless, man, Shakur versus Teofimo Lopez in January, if this was to take place, would be a massive showdown. And this is the fight that Shakur need that's going to put him over the edge. You understand what I'm saying? Now, Teofimo, a lot of people look at Teofimo, look at all his antics, and all the things he be doing, and, he be throwing people off, right? He do certain things that be costing him reputation, costing him fans, and things like that. But inside the ring, you have to give the dude credit. The dude can fight his ass off. You know what I mean? The dude can fight his ass off. And I respect him to that point. But him and Shakur Stevenson getting it on in January, you will have to take your head off to Teofimo Lopez as well if this thing go down, bro. If this thing go down. You understand? They've been trading words, going back and forth on social media, saying that it's a go. You feel me? It's a go. Now, we know how Tio been hating on black fighters and shit. And Shakur Stevenson is one of them black fighters he's been hating on because they both up on the top rank, right? Tio was hating to see Shakur shine. He was hating to see Gervonta Tank Davis shine, Devin Haney shine. And he felt like he was getting overshadowed by these dudes. And he felt like he was putting in more work. But now, right, he has an opportunity to take on this kid right here in Shakur Stevenson. Like I say, one of the most giftedest fighters in the game. We all know probably the best defense in the game right now today. You understand what I'm saying? And if he can beat Shakur Stevenson, that will give him all the recognition that he's looking for. You know what I'm saying? Along with what he's already done with the Lomachenkos and the Josh Taylors and things like that. But Shakur is looking to prove himself, to show people that he is the baddest motherfucker, at the smaller weight divisions like 35, 40, 30, 26. He's looking to prove that he's one of the best, right? And what better way to do that than taking out a man in his own weight class, going up to 140 to fight him for his world title, become the four-division world champion, and doing it in style. You know what I mean? Now, Tio is not an easy touch for nobody. Nobody. Now, we all remember the four kings with Tio, Tank, Ryan Garcia, and Devin Haney, right? They was called the four kings. We want to see all them dudes mix it up. I had Tio number 2 up on the Tank. I had Tio beat Ryan and Devin. I had Tank beating Ryan and Devin. And I had Tio and Tank, going out there, for the top shotter. And I had Tank beating Tio. You understand? But it didn't play out that way. We know we didn't get the fights mix and match like we wanted. But now, Shakur Stevenson put himself in the mix to show that he's one of the kings. And now with him and Teofimo Lopez getting in there mixing it up, bro, like, that shit is going to be phenomenal. It's going to be phenomenal. And I think that fight lives up to the hype. You understand what I'm saying? So, I say that to say, I always gave Teofimo Lopez the credit that he deserved as a fighter. You know what I mean? Dude come to the ring and he live up to the hype when he's fighting the big fighters. When he's in there with the big cats, he show up and he show out. Now, when he's in there with the cats he's supposed to go in there and take them out, he's struggling shit like that. So I don't know if it's a mental lapse or if you fight down to the competition or whatever it is. But now that he got Shakur Stevenson on the table, right? Like I say, we have to see if this go through and see if they go face each other. Because, Shakur's at 35, he's at 40. And we got to see how they go, mix and match to make this shit happen. But if this fight was to take place, right, will he live up to the hype going up against Shakur Stevenson? You know what I'm saying? Will Shakur be able to make all the adjustments that he need to make on a big fighter like Teofimo Lopez? You understand? These are the fights that we want to see. These are the fights that make you great. These are the fights that you call a legacy fight. And that's for both of these dudes. That's for both. Now, I'm riding with Shakur Stevenson all the way to the end. But I'm not going to say Teofimo Lopez don't have a chance to beat Shakur, because he does. And because of the things I said earlier. He do rise to the occasion when he's fighting the top shotters. You never know what to expect from Teofimo Lopez. You know what I'm saying? But with this fight, I just feel like Shakur Stevenson IQ is going to be on a different level than Teofimo Lopez. I think Tio going to go out there, he going to have some moments. I think he going to have, some pizzazz and some showboating and shit that he like to do. But I think at the end of the day, I think Shakur Stevenson will figure him out. I think he will start picking him apart. I don't see a knockout. I do see him winning on the cards. And it might be close cards, but I do see him winning on the cards. You understand? This is that fight that if Shakur wins, like I said, it put him over the top. It put him over the top. Everybody want to see Shakur and Gervonta Tank Davis. This is the fight that if you go out there and can pull it out, that make Tank say, okay, I got to fight this dude. This dude went and fought Teofimo Lopez and beat him. You know what I'm saying? That's going to put like a lot of things to bed of people hating on Shakur. Like he already put a lot of things to bed, beat William Cepeda, and people don't want to give him his just due. But now if he go out there and beat Teofimo Lopez and beat him in style, it's nothing nobody can say. It's nothing nobody can say. You know what I'm saying? But Tank get in line and get his dude's opportunity. But if Tio go out there and beat Shakur Stevenson, you have to give him his just due and his credit as well. And it just shows you that how good of a talent that he is when he ain't fucking around. You know what I'm saying? Or making excuses. And then you gotta say he's in line and him and Tank need to get it on. You feel me? So this is one fight that can shake up the boxing game, bro. It can shake up the boxing game, and it can damn sure catapult either or to a higher number on the pound-for-pound list and great numbers on pay-per-view. Because this is a pay-per-view fight. This is the fight that everybody would pay to see. Hands down like 6:30. You feel me? Hands down like fucking 6:30. So let's just see if this fight can come to fruition, man. I know Turkey Al-Sheikh would love to make this fight happen. He has the money to make this fight happen. He can put it on one of his cards or being in January. Might have to put it in the States, depending on if he got something going on over there in Dubai or not, or in Saudi Arabia. But this is one of them fights, man, that we would love to have, we would love to see. And let's see if they can make it happen, bro. So I want Shakur and Tio to keep talking shit to each other. Keep talking shit to each other. Get the buzz going. That way they can bring the money to the table and accommodate both of these dudes and give us one hell of a fight starting off 2026. Know what I mean? That's how you set the standard. Straight like that, and money be on to the next.